Hey Libra, welcome to a reading. Libra, if this reading resonates with you, please like and or subscribe. If you're interested in booking a personal reading for personal guidance, I will be tagging products and services that I recommend based on this read. And then I also will be leaving my website in the pinned comment, right? So Libra, let's see what's going on in your world. So, which collective of Librans, or specifically one person, even who I'm just a messenger, Libra. They're like, Spirit, you let me know. What are we talking about? What are we covering today? It's been an interesting case of energies here. Somebody loves you, Libra. Somebody loves you. Somebody wants you to get better. It could be a mother. Okay. Mother doesn't want you to cry anymore. They don't want you to suffer anymore. They don't want you to stay stuck in the past, stay stuck in the head. Yeah, I feel like Libra, there's somebody feeling really, and they're stuck in their head. They're trapped. They don't know how to move forward. They feel stuck. There's also somebody here that supports you financially. So this is not going to resonate for everybody. Somebody here cares about your financial well-being. So Libra, I do feel that you're stressing out about something. It could be a bunch of things, right? Because this is like severe anxiety. You could be feeling stuck. Maybe you want to go back to, I was going to say homeland for some reason. You want to go back maybe to where you used to live, maybe go back to a person, or maybe you just feel like you can't find mental peace. You keep revisiting the past. Maybe it's issues around your mother or the presence of your mother. But that mother figure does love you. Just a heads up, okay? There's love there, but someone can't seem to move on. And then I see a masculine energy over here that's there, ready and willing to provide financially. So I do feel like there's two people in your energy, Libra, that are there to help you, financially, emotionally. See what I'm saying, Libra? Look, strength in reverse. Leo energy. This is someone who lacks confidence to get through what they're getting through. They feel like the situation is taking over them, you know? So, okay. What is Libra's energy? What is Libra's energy? Ace of Cups in reverse. You're feeling there's a lot of repressed emotions. There's depression. You have your heart chakra is imbalanced. Let's get more for Libra's energy. There's sadness here, Libra. What's Libra's energy? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You could be feeling like you don't have money, resources. Maybe you feel like you don't have good health. You see what I'm saying? Like you could be dehydrated for some of you. You could be brokenhearted. Like you feel like blocked. Maybe you feel blocked financially. Maybe you feel blocked in love. The thing is that what's your biggest criminal, right? The biggest criminal here is your mind. That's what it is. Your mind is what's telling you that you can't do something, that you're stuck in a situation, that you got to get rescued, that it's all your fault. You know what I mean? Like it's eating up your head. Let's look at some of these wounds. If this is resonating, please like and or subscribe, share what's going on, and if you feel comfortable, feel free to email me. People do email me to tell me, what's going on in their world. 'Cause, we can be very private about stuff. Yeah, see, self-sabotage, Libra. Self-sabotage. Then you have discover your life purpose. So some of you may be feeling lost in your world, take off your mask, Libra. Some of you guys are hiding behind a mask, a facade. Maybe you feel like you've been living a lie. Maybe you feel like you've been living for others. Maybe you've been, it's like, who's Libra? Where's Libra at? Who's the real Libra? May they stand up. We got Phoenix rising. So Spirit is saying that this is a time for transformation. It is not that your blessings are blocked. You're the one blocking yourself, Libra. By the way that you think, by the energy that you are sending out to the universe, saying that you are not good enough, that you could never have something. You know what I'm saying? And we have inner child. So you got some wounding here. It feels like this is an energy where somebody just needs to be taken care of. They're going through so much. Can somebody save me from myself? Save me from my head. And I think that's one of the wounds in Libra that they could experience is where they're not really themselves. I think that's a wound of Libras in the shadow. But listen, somebody loves you. There's a mother figure here that loves you to death. And you got a masculine energy here. It could be father, it could be husband, could be whoever. that is a financial provider. Okay, it's not going to resonate for all of you, but I do feel, Libra, that you have two individuals here that have a resource that you need. I can't help but feel like somebody wants to move back home. Maybe somebody needs to move back in with their parents, right? Something like that. That's what it feels like. All right, where do I take this, right? How many minutes do I have? 5 minutes. Okay. Um, we got your wounds. I want to see, actually, let's get some wisdom oracles because I think you need some positive affirmations here. What's going on for Libra, Spirit? The Fates. Oh my God. You're going to get annoyed with this message. The Fates is here, which means that things are done and you don't understand why it's happening the way that it is. So, as much as you're experiencing something right now, understand that this is fated to be this way for now, right? Something is coming in. Is it delayed, right? The Fates are here. Let's see what else for Libra. This is like preordained. And you know what the Fates is also? It's the serenity prayer, knowing what you can control, what you can't control, and knowing the wisdom of knowing the difference of the two. Then we have imagine, and this talks about what do you want your life to look like? What is it? What do you really want your life to look like? What calls to your soul? Who's really Libra? Where is Libra's authenticity? What do you truly want? Right? Then we have unfinished symphony. So something here doesn't feel finished. Some of you guys are musicians, or maybe music is a big part of your life. Maybe some of you feel like you never got to complete a career or complete a passion or something, right? Not just a cycle. I'm gonna say this, and look, we have a leg up, hidden energy. See, there's somebody willing to help you, including spirit, but you have to ask. You know, you have to ask. I'm gonna read you the Serenity Prayer because I think you need to hear it. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between what you can and cannot change. Okay? Um, here's a relationship message. Other people excuse me, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit, right? And then you have prosperity. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Okay. Now, here's a protection message, which you might find very sensitive because I do see a victimization energy here. So there could be traumas. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. So, the question to you, Libra, is what can you change and what can't you change? Okay. I do feel like something here is unfinished. I do feel like Spirit is saying there's something more you can have, but you need to reach for it. So, what is in your control right now? And who can you ask for assistance and for help? There are two people here that I feel can support you emotionally and financially if needed. Okay, Libra. Um, I think I'm gonna leave it there for you because let's get some money. Hold on, let's get a money card. Money for Libra. Star power. Become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity. Step into the spotlight. Some of you guys are meant to be in the limelight, right? Some of you guys may be in a position of authority and you're afraid to exude your power, right? There's something about you playing small, Libra. It's your confidence. It's what you're telling yourself. It's like imposter syndrome, right? So that's one message. Another message, we have wisdom, we have the owl. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. Okay, what else for Libra? Okay, last few. Wrong decision. Reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. And then we have resources. Be grateful for what you have and something for the be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. Okay, so if someone's helping you out financially, then best believe you got to look at the money and spend it wisely, not on reckless things, right? So I feel like what Spirit is saying, if there's someone there that's going to help you, use their help wisely, right? Use it with grace, right? Use it with logic and purpose, and not as a means of escapism in whatever way that is. You know what I'm saying? Like there's two resources here. How are you going to use that to help you get through something here, to get you out of your head, really? Okay. So Libra, I'm gonna leave your reading there. How does this resonate with you? What is this that you're going through? And if you want a reading, if you want an open roads, money attraction, open roads, blockage clear, anything like that, Libra, feel free to do a candle casting with me. I do work with the archangels. And if you need a reading, like a personal general reading to find out what your lessons are, what's going on in your life, feel free to book a reading, okay? Thank you so much, Libra, and I wish you the best.